Hi, I'm Marie, and here is a quick overview of how I create a realistic image in a really simple way by just varying the tonal values of the colour that I'm using. So looking at my red tulip here, I start off by using Winsor Red on its own. I'm working on a damp surface so that I can keep all of the edges of my paint within the petal nice and soft, so that I have a smooth transition from the lighter to the darker tones. By making sure that these initial layers have plenty of contrast and depth, it means that I can go on and build in more detail or pattern with my subsequent layers if I want to, or if my subject demands it. But even if I don't, I still have a very substantial, realistic image by just using this very simple method of varying the tonal values within the colour. I add my paint first to the darkest areas on the petal, and then using my clean damp brush I smooth the paint out across the lighter areas, so blending the darker paint out and in the process creating the lighter or highlighted areas on the petal. I also use my damp brush to gently take out any of the red paint where I want to create more of a lighter area or maybe a highlight. So in this way I'm creating a tonal map across the surface of my tulip. And as you can see, you can already start to see that the surface appears curved and not flat. Then I add a tiny touch of purple to my red in order to darken up the mix, and I use this to increase the contrast in the shadows or on the slightly darker areas. And then I just continue to build up the flower by enriching the colour, making sure not to lose any of the highlights while I'm doing this. So by the time I finished this process, without adding any more detail to my tulip, I have created a realistic image. If you'd like to take the whole 2-hour tutorial of these beautiful spring flowers, where I take you through painting them step by step, you can click the link below and learn more about joining the Watercolour Members Club, where you will also have instant access to over 80 more watercolour tutorials. So I use the same method for all 3 of my tulips, and then as you'll see I also use the same method for the green stem and petals as well. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe picked up some tips from it for your own painting. If you'd like to give my style of painting a go, there's also a link below for a free peony tutorial that you can try. If you'd like to keep up to date with more tips and technique videos that will be coming up, please remember to like and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of the video and goodbye for now.